Hello, everybody. This is Carme Alexander, and welcome to Thursday Night Raw! Today's Thursday Night Raw topic is envy. Envy, E-N-V-Y. Envy, a feeling of discontented or resentful longing aroused by someone else's possessions, qualities, or luck. An example would be, she felt a twinge of envy for the people on board. Some synonyms would be envious, covetousness, desire, resentment, resentfulness, bitterness, discontent, spite, and the green-eyed monster. So to not confuse envy with jealousy, let's review both definitions. What does envy mean? Envy is the longing to have what someone else has, whether it be attributes or possessions. And envy requires only two parties, you and someone else. For example, you may envy another student because they got a good grade on an exam, but you didn't. Now, jealousy, what does jealous means? To feel jealous means to feel threatened, insecure, or protective of something you already have, especially in a romantic sense. Whereas envy requires only two parties, jealousy requires three. For example, you might feel jealous of your best friend's new friend because you feel as if you might get replaced. Now, what you have to remember to use these words precisely is this. Envy, the shorter word, requires two parties. It means you want what someone else has. And jealousy is the longer word that requires three parties, and it means you feel threatened or suspicious that someone might take what you already have. Every person have suffered envy at one time or another in their lives. And since we all have these experiences with it, we all also learned that we have the will and the ability to change that envy. We can change that envy into something more positive. See, envy is actually the wanting of something that someone else has. And while you see that someone has something that you want, you're also thinking to yourself that you cannot achieve that same thing that you see that you want. And so the one of the best ways to fight that is to understand that what you're envious about in someone else is the very same desire or similar to it that you want within yourself. So in order to change envy, you have to change something within yourself, because we all have the will and the ability to change it. And we can become what we want to become. We can become what we see someone else is or similar to it. It's a mindset that's within yourself for you to feel envious of something that someone else have. Change that envy into something positive. It's your opportunity for you to change yourself into becoming something or the person that you are longing for inside. That's your opportunity. So here's some video clips of Dr. Jordan Peterson. It's a Q&A that's called Turning Envy into Ambition. You can find him on YouTube. And the definitions for jealous and envy, I got that off of language2.org.
Okay, Rose says, I'm consumed by envy. I can hardly stand to read or watch or listen to anyone more successful than myself. In what directions am I aiming wrong? Okay, well, look, Rose, it's pretty damn useful to figure out that you're consumed by envy. That's a good start. That's a real self-realization and an important one. Okay, you'll find that there are certain people that you're particularly envious of, and others whose accomplishments really don't disturb you, let's say. So the first thing you want to do is figure out which people it is that you're particularly envious of. And then you want to figure out, well, what is it that you think they have? Now, in your envy lurks the beginnings of a structure of ambition. You wouldn't be envious of something if you didn't believe that that was a value that you should possess.